Okay, what we're going to look at is we're going to look at north-south choke and some of the common defenses that you get when you do north-south choke. Remember, with the north-south choke, what I'm trying to achieve is I'm trying to achieve his neck in this little triangle. I'm trying to achieve getting my head down to the ground next to his hip, and I really like to block his hip with this hand, stop him being able to move around and stuff. Works really effectively. When I get to this position, I use my pec and my bicep, and I slowly make that triangle smaller until blood doesn't flow to his brain anymore, and hopefully he taps. Sometimes they don't, sometimes they go to sleep, sometimes they wee themselves, but that's all part of the fun. Okay, so we're going to look at some of the common defenses that he can do from north-south. So first of all, I'm going to get to my north-south. You may have seen the video, I'm going from north-south to side control. Underhook over here. He might get his underhook, for example. I'm going to cross my body. I'm going to drive him over the hand. I'm going to pop my hand in. Okay? At this point, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to drive his chin in this direction. Because if I can drive his chin in this direction with my rib cage, dropping in to form that triangle is very easy. I can get my head down and control his hip, and I can make this triangle small. One of the ways that a lot of people try to defend is they'll drive that chin into your rib cage. Okay? And really strong guys do this, and not so strong guys do it. It does stop the choke. Quite simple to stop. Easiest method, if you've not got a very strong neck, Graham's going to pretend he's not got a very strong neck, is just to use my rib cage to drive it back across. Makes sense, but not a lot of people know this. Once the chin is across again, I'm going to take my head back to the side and come back down to my north-south choke. The second thing that I can do is if he drives his chin in and it's really tight and it's getting stuck on things, I can try a different kind of choke. It's kind of an Ezekiel choke. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this hand in and grab my own wrist, and I cup his chin. Okay, so Graham's going to turn towards the camera. I actually cup his chin like this, and I make like an Ezekiel choke, but I hide it underneath my shoulder. And now all I do is I push and squeeze and get a tap. Okay, that works really, really well, but it relies on him not being too wiggly. If he's a bit wiggly, it doesn't work very well. If he's super, super, super strong, I am made of stone neck, then I have to be a bit more brutal and a bit more crushy. Okay, so if I get to this position and nothing I do is working, what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift this arm. So I lift this arm and I drive underneath it, and I'm driving right onto his side, and I crush his head against my elbow, and then block the hip as I bring my head back to center. My hand goes underneath his hip and I'm driving. I might need to do it 4 or 5 times in order to get to the choke. Once I'm in the choke, my head goes down to the ground and I start to go back. Eventually, I should get the tap.